was urgent that scientific research be carried out to determine the susceptibility of animals to what it said was a new virus. 48. The new strain is an apparent reassortment of 4 strains of influenza A virus subtype 64 H1N1. Analysis by the CDC identified the 4 component strains as 1 endemic in humans, 1 endemic in birds, and 2 endemic in pigs, swine. 49. Alexander S. Jones, former employee the NIH, has analyzed the genome sequence of the virus and concluded we must seriously consider a laboratory origin for this virus. Blast sequence homology of swine flu indicates both the hemagglutinin HA surface protein as well as the non-structural NS1 interferon inhibition proteins are novel recombinants previously unidentified in nature.
Okay, so you notice what they do is they make up this stuff in the lab, then they blame pigs and animals. And this coincides with the other report that was posted on Assassinate Evil some time ago, where it is part of the breakdown of the family structure. In order to turn children against their parents, they're going to come around and collect your dog and your cat, your child's best friend, and the loving, caring parents will turn the dog over or cat over for extermination, leaving the child angry at the parents. And this is part of the social breakdown. And don't underestimate the psychological, painful, emotional impact a child has losing their buddy, whether it's a dog, a rabbit, a bird, a cat. That's their first thing that they bond to outside of the parents. Evil genius. I better turn the page.
16. Both these influenza proteins, based on the genetic sequences released Friday, May 1st by the U.S. Centers of Disease Control, CDC, share their closest genetic identity with turkey, avian, and pig, swine, strains from multiple continents including North America as well as Asia. Even the closest matches indicate 5% previously unidentified genetic material. I submit this evidence, coupled with the lack of the presence of this virus at the pig farm near the proposed CDC's Patient Zero, a 5-year-old from La Gloria, 80 kilometers away from the pig farm in Parod, Mexico, shows that the origin of the flu outbreak remains unidentified at this time, and cannot be ascribed to Mexican or North American swine. Furthermore, I submit that since 5% of both these influenza ARNA sequences share no known homology in any public databases, in addition to the avian-swine hybrid nature of both these critical genes, that we must seriously consider a laboratory origin for this virus. Future research that may be promising includes identifying critical SNPs, especially in the PB2 and the NS1 coding regions, which may be markers for evolution of pathogen virulence, and should be closely monitored. The hemagglutinin protein should also be monitored for acquisition of a polybasic amino acid site, which would give the virus pantrophic properties as in the 1918 pandemic. Alexander S. Jones, 50. The World Health Organization on May 11 said leading vaccine producers including Baxter, Novartis, GlaxoSmithKline and Sanofi Aventis had requested wild-type virus samples of the H1N1, or swine flu virus. MedImmune, which is now part of AstraZeneca, Baxter, CSL and Solvay are also being sent samples, as are smaller developers Microgen, Nobalon International, Omnivest Vaccines and Vivaldi. The WHO is co-coordinating scientific discussions over the virus, and has said that, within the next few weeks, it is likely to make a recommendation on whether and how to produce a pandemic vaccine. 51. Latest pandemic time estimates, based on Los Alamos flu simulation. http://www.land.gov/news/images/bird4x3red.mov by Alexander S. Jones. Asterisk using baseline US 0 day of April 20th, 2009. Monday, April 20th, day 1. Monday, April 27th, day 7. Monday, May 4th, day 14. Monday, May 11th, day 21. Monday, May 18th, day 28. Monday, May 25th, day 35. Monday, June 1st, day 42. Monday, June 8th, day 49 less than, who declares phase 6, by day 53, aka by Friday, June 12th. Monday, June 15th, day 56. Monday, June 22nd, day 63 less than, cases go exponential, by day 60, aka by Friday, June 19th. Monday, June 29th, day 70. Monday, July 6th, day 77. Monday, July 13th, day 84. Tuesday, July 14th, day 85. Wednesday, July 15th, day 86. Thursday, July 16th, day 87 less than, wave 1 outbreak peaks, by day 87, aka by Thursday, July 16th.
Okay, I want to point out this April 20th date. April 19th starts the ball blood sacrifice. 13 days running from April 19th to May 2nd. So it's no coincidence that the outbreak started at April 20th. And according to resources, they're going to try it again this year starting on April 19th. And everybody's got to move real fast if they're going to stop their governments from this forced vaccination. Because you heard what the lady said. And once again, parts of this may be boring, but remember, it is part of it was the result of the investigation of those live viruses accidentally being sent to those 16 labs. I mean, thank God the one person, I think she said in Chechnya, decided to test the viruses, or else there would have been a pandemic then. This just slowed down what they plan to do, as we can see by the current administration's actions and the state's actions trying to force vaccines. They're going to go ahead and restart this depopulation program. That's my opinion. There are some documents, unfortunately. I can't post them. I won't post them because I won't go to jail for any of you people out there because obviously you're not going to bail me out.
17. Wave 2 outbreak peaks at plus 90 days, so approx mid-October. 52. The CDC announced on the 10th of June 2009 that in the event of a pandemic, flights would be rerouted to Miami International Airport and 18 other major U.S. airports, according to plans by the CDC. The U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention has set up standby quarantine screening facilities at the 19 airports to which all flights from affected countries would be diverted. 53. WHO Director General Dr. Margaret Chan announced that the World Health Organization is raising its pandemic alert to phase 6 on Thursday, June 11th. 54. The WHO Pandemic 6-level declaration entitles President Obama to impose martial law and deploy FEMA and the Department of Homeland Security pandemic task forces. Each state governor will be notified that the provisions of the Model State Emergency Health Powers Act (MSEHPA) will be implemented. This means that all Americans must consent to mass vaccinations or be guilty of a felony crime. The legal situation is that anyone who refuses the vaccine or resists forced relocation to a prepared quarantine compound can legally be shot and killed because police are allowed to use deadly force against felony suspects. 18.3. Evidence that swine flu vaccines are bioweapons. The bird flu has been classified by the United States government in its own export regulations as a biological weapon, and there are grounds for believing the swine flu, likewise, is a bioengineered virus and a component of a biological weapons system as defined by Section 175 of BWATA, designed, like the bird flu, to deliver toxins and microorganisms so as to deliberately inflict disease on death on people while being disguised as injections for prophylactic, protective, or other peaceful purposes. Commerce Department regulations supplement listing pathogens whose vaccines are subject to export restrictions for countries classified as sponsors of terrorism. See pages 57 to 60, 70. http://www.access.po.gov/bis/ear/pdf/ccl1.pdf. The United States bars the export of vaccines for the bird flu, smallpox, yellow fever, and many other pathogens to 5 countries classified as sponsors of terrorism. Under Department of Commerce rules, a long list of vaccines for viruses, bacteria, and biological toxins cannot be exported to Cuba, Iran, North Korea, Sudan, and Syria unless they obtain a special export license, which can take weeks. The list of pathogens subject to the rules includes viruses that cause dengue fever, Ebola fever, Marburg fever, Rift Valley fever, and monkeypox. A list of animal pathogens covered by the restrictions includes highly pathogenic bird flu viruses. Bacterial pathogens on the restricted list include anthrax and the microbes that cause tularemia and plague. Not on the list are the causes of common vaccine-preventable diseases, such as measles, mumps, rubella, chickenpox, and seasonal influenza. The Associated Press reports that vaccines for bird flu are barred from being exported to nations classified as terrorist. Deep inside the United States export regulations is a single sentence that bars U.S. exports of vaccines for avian bird flu and dozens of other viruses to 5 countries designated state sponsors of terrorism. http://news.yahoo.com/s/app_on_re_as/as_bird_score_on_score re_eat=in 9 Live 6 and 98 WZONUE. U.S. controls bird flu vaccines over bioweapon fears. By Robin McDowell, Associated Press writer. Saturday, October 11, 7:14 a.m. ET, when Indonesia's health minister stopped sending bird flu viruses to a research laboratory in the U.S. for fear Washington could use them to make biological weapons, Defense Secretary Robert Gates laughed and called it the nuttiest thing he'd ever heard. Yet deep inside an 86-page supplement to United States export regulations is a single sentence that bars U.S. exports of vaccines for avian bird flu and dozens of other viruses to 5 countries designated state sponsors of terrorism. The reason? Fear that they will be used for biological warfare. So, the United States government views vaccines as tools of biological warfare, giving indirect confirmation to the fears of the Indonesian health minister.
So, you see what she's saying there, that the United States doesn't want to send these vaccines, and the 5 states of terrorism that they said consider themselves lucky because the vaccines are actually the ones, according to this report, what's going to start the pandemic. And you think of how many countries rely on the U.S. and I think Germany and there's other ones in Israel that develop these vaccines, and all along they're just planning on mass execution. It's not only for the United States. This report involves the United States, but wherever they're sending their vaccines, it's going to be tainted. Now, what I understand is that and I don't have any proof of this. This is just what a source had told us, that the food that